Hello YouTube, this is Miss Christina with Makeup Tutorial. Today we will be doing black and gold for leopard printed outfits. First, if you have a blemish of any kind, what you want to start out with is liquid foundation. Anyway, so what you do with the liquid foundation, you take little brushes like this, open the top, and I do have a blemish right here. So what we're going to do is, see, there is some still in the cap. What you do is you get your little brush and you get just a tab. It doesn't take much. Cover it really good. Now that you're finished with the brush, you just set it down for now. Close it up and you are done with the liquid foundation. It helps me when I have zits or any other kind of blemish. You don't, first you pat it, and then on the other side you rub it gently. Be careful, and you have to do it very gently. I have really good vice grip hands, so I need to watch out the way I do it. Nobody's perfect at it. So once that's done, we get our powder foundation. I'm almost out of this one. Always carry enough where you don't have to go to the store every time you're done with it. Always make sure you get enough, and that's what I do. So now that the liquid base is somewhat hidden now on my face, always dump a little bit, and it helps me if you put it in the top. And it doesn't take much. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this and spread it all over our face. Definitely the spot. I know this one is a little warmer color and it does come out orange on me. So what you're going to do is you'll gently put it on your skin. Note that during the middle of the day when you're out wearing powder foundation and liquid around here and around your lip area, remember, when you go to drink a drink at a restaurant, even with a straw, you're still gonna, this will all come off. But if you have a little compact like I do in my drawer, you're going to take it, put it in your purse, and put a little brush on there, kind of like a brush like maybe this. And what you're going to do is you're going to take it, put this, get the foundation a little on here, and you're going to fix it. And it also doesn't hurt to give a double touch to the blemish part. There, the blemish should at least be gone by now, or disappeared. So anyway, a little extra. Get your eyes, your nose, definitely near your ears and on the edge, like your chin, and go around. Once that's done, put your little brush up, and you put the base and the liquid base up in your little drawer. Now, with these, I keep a lot of these that go with base or blush. What you want to do is, with me with OCD, I always stack them kind of like this. Looks like a little sandwich. But anyway, after you're done with that, and what comes easier for me is blush. Now this is baked blush. You can find them almost anywhere. Stores, makeup stores, stores that have, you know, makeup. Not to name names. Anyway, I really don't know what brush is which for, but using the fan brush for your blush, and see, I have high cheekbones, you smile in the mirror. And then you go across once, gently. And see, with me, I accidentally put a little too much on, so I grab another compact brush and go up. My grandmother taught me this trick. Goes all the way up, and there it should be not as pink. So once you're done with the blush, you also, and I'm going to say many times in this video, you're also going to put on this very gently, very lightly. Okay. Once you're done with your blush, you put it up wherever you store your makeup, like your base and other things, sponges or anything. Now, since I have funny looking eyebrows, we're going to use this dark color that almost matches my hair color. So what we're going to do is or as I call it, we're going to draw on your eyebrows. When you're done with this, you will brush your eyelashes near the end of after you've put. After this, you're going to also take another pad for your eyebrows, just so it's not that dark and it spreads it evenly. So once you're done with that, you put this to the side or in your little drawer. Now comes the eyeliner colors. Now, with me with a rule, if I have black and gold on, I always got black and gold. Black, since the color is so intense, you set it down for later and use the gold first. See, this is what mine is. Mine twist up. And you can see, kind of looks like when you put on lipstick, but it's not. This is for your eyes. Take your eyes down gently. And not wanting to work with me, but you might want to go in just a little close to your mirror and such. Always blink and pull your eye back. That way you don't get eyelashes in your hair. Also, when we get to the mascara, I'll show you a little trick I've taught myself over the years. Let's see here. Now, for a bold color, you just draw it on and use as much as you can, but not too much. Right now, makeup is too expensive. I also have covered all my utensils that have brand names on them due to copyright. So I don't want to get sued by anybody. But anyway, if you're going to do makeup tutorials or show things off, always remember to get it covered. And copyright is not a nice thing to do. But anyway, what you do is you put the top, after you're done, like me, I have a lot of eyeliners, I have a lot of eye colors, eyeshadows, and including big books like these that have different colors on them. Some are like the kind you need to only use your fingers for, or a brush. I love getting these. They have fun, as I call them, fun colors. But anyway, we'll get to that when we are done with the pencils and stuff. So anyway, now you take your black. See, I get these at beauty shops. They carry colorful array of eyeliners, lipsticks, base, blush, eyeshadow. I get these. I love these. I have more makeup than my grandmother, to be honest. Now what you're going to do, gently, and I do have a hard time, going to gently put on the black. I've been doing this for several years. But anyway, sometimes you do have to use Q-tips or you have to start over again. That happens to me a lot. Okay, I think I need to use my Q-tip. What my grandmother has taught me is don't let all the makeup go all the way here or all the way stick out. Always get a wet Q-tip to fix it. You can twirl it. Twirling it is the easiest, and it's easy, really easy for me. You can't really see it, but there's excess makeup. And I'm glad she's told me a lot about makeup that I didn't know about. Okay. See, I use multiple colors. Okay, this beauty right here has the black I need for the under my eye. But first, I do put it on the top. But since we're doing gold is on the top, gold goes first. And here's my eyeliner book. Of course, look at the pretty colors. I love color. Lots of color because, you know, different outfits, different colors. And anyway, trouble. What I have, clean your brushes. After every use, you get or as I call these, makeup blankets. It's an old blanket of mine that I have turned into. What it does is, you see, I use a lot of color. What you do is you just swirl it, and I know it's kind of messed up, but it still works. It gets what you need off the brush and able to use it again. And it works like a charm. So, if you do have comment, if you want to make a comment or anything, you can post it below my video. Okay, back to the topic. Now we're going to take the big one, and I found a gold in it. Before I was looking for a gold, I use gold a lot. I like black and gold because it's a really pretty color. Like, I'm wearing, when I use leopards, except for one t-shirt I have that does not black and white, I mean black and gold. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to pat it with the gold. Now, be careful because you can do these two. Always be in a lit room with perfect lighting, or you're going to have a hard, you're going to wear one side heavy and one side too light. Now, my grandmother taught me is you do it in front of a mirror that has lights, which I do. Okay. I do this a little bit, a lot of times, so I can get ready to go to, look, I get dressed up for any event that I'm going to. Rock concerts, I wear rock colors, and other places. Okay, now, I'm going to put a little more on the right eye. Now, since we are done with gold, we put it away. That way, I don't mistake and use, well, here we go. Now that I'm done with the gold is set aside to be put up later. That's my dog, Sophie. She's having fun. Never let dogs love to have fun, even in the middle of videos. But anyway, so what you do is with this one, since it's narrow, you go to the side of the brush. You know, you could have put a good of it on. Yeah, I know it looks too stark right now, but that's before I get my sponge out. Okay, that's too stark, so what we're going to do is we're going to add a little more of the gold. And I did pick out this gold right here. Okay. Don't just pat the eye. Okay, now that you're done with this brush goes up. I always have my brushes in coffee cups I don't use, or ones that people have given me. This little brush, I have this little brush to stand on the tip of it and not the actual brush. So, now that that's done, we need to still keep the black because the black needs to go under the eyes. Now, I know it's a little stark at first, but once you get to using it, and also if you have different color mascaras on what you're wearing, if you're wearing black, I recommend a black mascara. Say you're wearing purple, your outfit's cute and purple, use purple mascara. They do come in colors, you can get them offline and everything. Still not disclosing names or saying names. Okay, now that that's all blended in, maybe I'll get my little brush right here yet again and tap. That's better. Just go back. Don't do it too hard, or you're gonna take off the makeup. Okay, now that I'm done with the sponge and the makeup, big one, now we take our little chisel brush, if I'm correct. I don't know if it is, but to me it looks like a chisel brush. So you pat, you don't rub, you pat it, and then you go under your eyes. I do these, I love putting on makeup to go anywhere. Before you put on the makeup, or using your little chisel brush, you see it's more defined than this one. So now that we have a little more black on it, we're going to fan it on there. But now, since I am done with the eyeshadows, we're going to go back. And now that you've blended your makeup and you've gotten under your eyes, like I said, everybody does their makeup differently. This is the one that truly helps me. Now, some people tell you, oh, use two. Some people say, oh, just one will work. Nope. I use 3. I get these for birthday presents or a little something for me. So now we're going to put those to a side. We're going to put on the first one we have, or I have. Little. Now, you go up. Also be careful not to get it in your eye. If you do get it down here, we have our little handy dandy Q-tips. And also, I can do it either right-handed or left-handed. And also watch before you poke your eye out with it. See, that's the first one that goes on. It always goes back in your makeup drawer. Anyway, now we start with this. This is the next. Again, I'm not going to say any brand names due to copyright. Now, that the right eye's done, the left, it's time for the left. Now that your second one, always keep 2 mascaras in your box, in your makeup box. Now we have the third and final one. Got little coconuts on it. Okay, some brushes are made different. This is a straight one. I have curved ones, I have fat ones, I've got them all, practically, as my grandma says. You go down, take the third brush. Yes, you will sometimes mess up around here. And then you go up. Now, now we make sure, always put your makeup up where you can see it. Okay. Now this makeup is this mascara get the bag, get most of it off if you can. And if you're having a hard time, we go back with the brush. Oh, I see it has a little bit of the mascara on it. Anyway, sometimes you do have to go in and it's hard. It does take makeup off, but hey, it's my little saving grace. Now that you're done with your brush, your eyeliner and all that, you put it all back. That way, you don't have a big mess on your makeup table or desk you use. I use a desk. Now, we do this gently. I can see I never use these. Only those. I do it quickly and gently, and these can also poke your eye, so be careful. There. Okay, now it is time to kind of touch up on it. I sometimes mess it up, but now it's time to, what I do since I do have a hard time with this, but I do the best I can. Okay, like I said, do your best on this. You does not have to be photo perfect. I don't do photo perfect. Now I take the eyebrow and I brush it. And yeah, my eyebrows are uneven. I did the best I can. Okay, now, since this, I have a little too much orange on, I always go to my powder. Beauty does not have a holder. My grandmother told me that. So now, we use, or like these. This is also perfume powder. My grandmother gives me. She does not like these. But anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to pale pink my face. I love it. I always have pale pink skin on my face. I'm going to touch up right here. Now that that's done and over with, like I said, I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. So now that we've opened, we have our little powder. Give it a couple of taps. And we go. And it smells good too. You look a little weird with it on first, and you always get your nose. After you put on the powder, that's all you do. Forehead, nose, side, temple, temple. Since you're finished with this also goes back in your makeup drawer. Close it up so. And sometimes I do have to put a little more blush on. Okay, now that it's pale pink, smile for the camera. But now, always go up. And with me, if I wear blue, my eyes turn blue. And if I wear green, my eyes turn green. And if I'm wearing gold, I'll have specks of it in my iris. Okay, now that this is my pale pink brush. And by the way, I'm 35. Now that you're done with all of this, we take our finishing spray. Don't touch your makeup after you've dealt with this. Now, it is a little moist. Your face is still a little moist. Don't rub on it. Now, I've got my hair. I wear black and gold accessories. Today, I'm wearing a leopard shirt with this. It's not too fancy. I do get jewelry at like thrift shops and then in other things like that. If it's cute, I want it. If it's shiny, I want it. And I do have 2 piercings. That is it for me. 3rd piercing would hurt. I have very sensitive skin. But anyway, that was, you're ready to go out. You can wear black and gold at night. Just don't go too wild with the colors. And one thing is too, is everybody's beautiful. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. My grandma says, always compliment people to make them feel better, and you will feel better about yourself. Well, that's it. After your photos finish spray is on, you're done. You can use cute and other accessories. I usually would like to wear an ear cuff, but it hurts. But it depends on how you would want it, how you want it. Now that I'm done, I want to say, do your best. You'll look beautiful, and it'll make your day.